Your legs are gradually losing strength. Right now, at this very moment, and every single day. Most people aren't doing anything to stop it. And here's the scary truth. By the time it becomes obvious, many have already lost years of leg strength. It might show up as a stumble when climbing stairs, a slight wobble getting out of the car, or the realization that standing up from a chair suddenly requires pushing with your arms. But imagine this. You can actually halt this decline and even reverse it with just two simple exercises. Two movements you can do right at home. No gym membership, no pricey equipment, just your body, a chair, and roughly 10 minutes of your day. These exercises aren't the ones you usually hear about, but the science behind them is rock solid. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why your legs are weakening and what you can do about it starting today. Before we jump in, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss health advice made just for you. Here's how you can also help me improve this channel. If you find this video useful, type the number 7 in the comments. If something feels unclear or missing, type 0 and tell me what you'd like me to cover more. The first exercise targets what scientists call your second heart. That's right, you actually have a second heart in your body, and most people over 60 have never activated it correctly. The second exercise strengthens the exact movement patterns you use dozens of times every day. Getting out of bed, rising from the toilet, standing up from a chair. These actions seem simple until you can't do them anymore, and then your life changes dramatically. Exercise 1, calf raises. Let's begin with calf raises. I know what you're thinking. Calf raises? Really? That sounds too simple. But stick with me, because when performed correctly, this movement does far more than just strengthen your calves. The calf muscles located at the back of your lower legs are often called the body's second heart. This isn't just a catchy term. It's grounded in real physiology. Every time your calves contract, they squeeze the veins in your legs, pushing blood upward against gravity back to your heart. Without strong, active calves, blood can pool in your lower legs. This can cause swelling, varicose veins, fatigue, and in serious cases, dangerous blood clots. A fascinating study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology followed older adults who did regular calf exercises for 12 weeks. The results were impressive. Participants not only built stronger calves, but also experienced better circulation throughout their lower body. Blood pressure improved, leg swelling and fatigue decreased, and even balance and walking speed saw noticeable improvements. Why? Strong calves give you the power to push off the ground with every step. This push-off propels you forward efficiently and helps you regain balance if you start to fall. Here's how to do a proper calf raise. 1. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. You can lightly hold on to the back of a sturdy chair or a wall for support. This isn't about balancing on one foot yet. It's about control and activating the right muscles. 2. Take a moment to check your posture. Stand tall, gently pull your shoulders back, and engage your core as if someone might tap your stomach lightly. 3. Slowly lift your heels off the ground, rising onto the balls of your feet. Exhale as you rise. Take about 2 seconds to reach the top. 4. At the top, pause and hold for a full 2 seconds. You should feel your calf muscles contracting strongly. Don't just go through the motion. Really feel it. 5. Lower your heels back down slowly, taking 2 to 3 seconds. Inhale as you descend. This slow lowering, as in slow lowering called the eccentric phase, is where much of the muscle building occurs. Rushing this part is a common mistake. The slow lowering phase of the movement is just as crucial as the lift itself. Begin with 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions, resting about 30 to 60 seconds between sets. You can fit this in easily, like while your coffee is brewing or during commercial breaks on TV. As your strength improves over the next few weeks, you can make the exercise more challenging in a few ways. Try holding the top position for 3 or 4 seconds instead of 2. You can also perform the exercise one leg at a time. Using the chair for balance, holding light weights in your hands works too. Simple objects like soup cans or water bottles are perfect. Some common mistakes to watch out for include moving too quickly, especially when lowering your heels. This reduces the effectiveness and can strain your Achilles tendon. Not lifting high enough is another error. You want to rise as high onto the balls of your feet as you can while keeping control. And avoid leaning too far forward or backward. Your body should remain upright, letting your calves do all the work. Within just 2 to 3 weeks of consistent practice, you'll notice significant improvements. Your legs will feel lighter by the end of the day, you'll push off the ground more efficiently when walking, and swelling in your feet or ankles may start to decrease. That's your second heart starting to function properly. Exercise 2, chair squats. The second exercise is the chair squat, where we focus on building functional strength, the kind that determines whether you can maintain independence for the next 20, 30, or even 40 years. This exercise targets your quadriceps, that's the large muscles at the front of your thighs, your glutes, and your core. These are the same muscles you use every time you stand up or sit down. Think about how many times you perform this movement daily. Getting out of bed, sitting down for meals, using the bathroom, or getting in and out of a car. Studies show the average person stands up and sits down between 40 and 60 times per day. Now imagine if each of those movements became a struggle, if you needed to push yourself up with your arms every time. That's when independence starts to slip. But it doesn't have to happen. Research from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research followed adults over age 65 who performed squat variations twice a week for 16 weeks. The results were remarkable. Participants increased their leg strength by an average of 32%, improved walking speed, saw significant improvements in balance, and perhaps most importantly, gained confidence. They reported feeling more stable, capable, and willing to engage socially without worrying about their physical limitations. Here's how to do a chair squat properly. 1. Choose a sturdy chair that won't slide or have wheels. The chair's height is important. Ideally, when seated, your knees form about a 90-degree angle. Too low makes it difficult, too high reduces the benefit. 2. Stand directly in front of the chair, facing away from it. Your feet should be shoulder-width apart, toes angled slightly outward about 10 to 15 degrees. Check your posture, chest lifted, shoulders back, core gently engaged, and gaze forward, not down at the chair. 3. Begin by pushing your hips back as if you're reaching for the chair. As your hips move back, your knees will naturally bend. Make sure your knees track in line with your toes and don't collapse inward. Keep your weight balanced through your heels and midfoot, not on your toes. 4. Inhale deeply as you lower yourself slowly and with control until you just lightly touch the chair. This is a light touch, not a plop, just enough to feel the chair. 5. Pause for a brief moment, then exhale as you stand back up. Push through your heels and squeeze your glutes at the top. The full movement from standing to lightly touching the chair and back should take roughly 4 to 6 seconds. Start with 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. As your strength improves over the following weeks, you can gradually make the exercise more challenging in a few ways. Lower yourself more slowly, taking 5 to 6 seconds on the way down. When your thighs lightly touch the chair, pause for 2 to 3 seconds before standing back up. Another way to increase difficulty over time is to gradually use a lower chair, which increases the range of motion. Eventually, you might not need to sit at all. You'll simply squat until your thighs are parallel to the floor and then stand back up. That's the ultimate goal, but there's no need to rush. Progress at a pace that feels right for you. Common mistakes to avoid include letting your knees move too far forward past your toes, which places excessive strain on your knee joints. The movement should be led by your hips moving backward, not your knees moving forward. Another mistake is rounding your back. Keep your spine neutral and your chest lifted throughout the exercise. And resist the urge to rush through repetitions. This is about control and activating your muscles, not speed. Within 3 to 4 weeks of consistent practice, you'll notice significant improvements. Standing up from chairs will feel effortless. Getting out of your car will become smoother. Climbing stairs will require less effort. You're not just building muscle, you're developing real-world functional strength that directly supports your independence. Here's your simple action plan. 3 times a week, dedicate just 10 minutes. Start with 3 sets of calf raises, performing 10 to 12 repetitions per set, resting about a minute between sets. Then move into 3 sets of chair squats, 8 to 10 repetitions per set. That's it. Around 20 minutes a week to strengthen your legs, activate your body's second heart, and safeguard your independence. Remember, the decline in leg strength is not inevitable.